Hey everyone. So I just saw a theory from Gibby's Horror Homestead, a video from 11 days ago about how a bunch of pixels of a random mound in the middle of the woods tore the FNAF community apart. And I completely understand. And if the mound was not supposed to be a grave, then what is it? If it's not supposed to be important lore details. Realistically, it would probably be a house being built, probably the FNAF 4 house seen in the menu screen and in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC. And that might actually make sense if people did not make it so incredibly important. Like, it's just some mound of dirt. Almost looking like a rock that the player just walks over. It's just some random piece of mound of dirt. It's not exactly a grave, especially with realistic graves, especially in cemeteries having a tombstone, or the dirt just being flat, or at least most of the time. So a mound of dirt being a grave is weird. But also, if the player was supposed to be William in Midnight Motorist, then who's the runaway, Michael or the crying child? And what was the place that they were going to? And William punishing them for it. It's still unknown why. Because if the mound is not a grave, then what the hell is it? And if the crying child and Michael are the runaways, then where the hell were they going? I have no idea. Ritos says that Michael was probably running away to the pond that you see in Ultimate Custom Night with Old Man Consequences, similarly to FNAF World. And that might make sense, I guess. But for the crying child to be the runaway? Where the hell would he even go? Like, where? Especially if he's supposed to be not exactly a childlike age, around 7 or 8, or even 9, but the crying child specifically turned 7 on his birthday, or at least people think that he turned 7, and that before he was 7 years old, he was 6. I'm not sure if a baby, a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, or 6-year-old would run away from home. But I mean, kids do run away, especially if from a young age, and I completely understand. Actually, let me look this up. Yep, they run away. If a 6-year-old runs away, immediately contact your local law enforcement and report them as missing. This is considered a crucial situation and requires immediate action. You should also contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Okay, to report the child missing and access support resources. Wow. Okay. Okay, I searched up big mound of dirt in yard, and apparently it's because of gophers, moles, groundhogs, and mole crickets. I mean, anything can realistically happen in FNAF. Moles, groundhogs, critters, or a house being built in the middle of nowhere. Anything can happen. Like someone being the same first name as someone else. Like, hello? These things happen for a reason. Anyway. So, I swear, people do not understand about real life things that happen in the world. People having the same first name or last name with no relation. Mounds of dirt being in a yard or in the middle of nowhere would literally mean anything. A grave? Critters coming in and out of a frickin' hole? Or a house being built? Hello? Me, being a normal person. Okay, piles of dirt. A pile of dirt. Now, realistically, a pile of dirt would be most of them would be way much bigger. So, yeah, I'm searching. I'm searching. My dirt mounds and yard of dirt. Literally, oh my god. Pile dirt on construction site. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if I can find anything about a house being built, indicating from a pile of dirt on grass or just some random piece of land. Okay, literally, I don't know if I can find anything, and I mean anything, about a pile of dirt, indicating that a house is being built in the middle of nowhere. Literally nothing. I can barely find anything. Like, big pile of dirt in yard, house construction. Look at this picture. My god. Okay. No wait. I'm pretty sure I've seen pile of dirt, especially around houses already built or being built, or maybe indicating that another house is being built next to this house that's also being built. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that a stupid amount of dirt would probably be mean a house being built. Probably. It's possible. It's really possible. But I mean, was the amount of dirt really supposed to be necessary lore details? Not exactly. No. No, definitely not. Especially if it wasn't supposed to be a grave. Like, a grave would. A grave would. Mostly graves. I just have the word. You can see it, and the graves are mostly just the gravestones. And when it's a grave, the dirt is flat. Look at the dumbass flat dirt. It's flat. So is a mound of dirt supposed, or just some mound is supposed to be a grave? Nope. No. 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 Absolutely not. Especially if it was just randomly in a forest or in the middle of nowhere or whatever. Especially since graves mostly, obviously, are in cemeteries. Cemeteries! And would FNAF have like a church and a cemetery somewhere? Maybe. Yeah, so a mound of dirt does not mean a grave. But seriously, if the runaway is either Michael or the crying child, where the hell were they going? Like, seriously, it would just be some random place. And if the driver is supposed to be William, then that's fine. Is Midnight Motors supposed to be taken seriously? Maybe. But Midnight Motor is an in-universe game. Or at least it's called Midnight Motors. It's an in-universe game, but in the actual game, in FNAF 6, there's a scene with a driver, probably a father, going home after whatever he did, and finding out that their child ran away and making sure that they're sorry when they get back. So, and that there were animatronic footprints nearby. There's a random amount of dirt. The window of the child's room is broken into or something. It's I mean, people try to solve it multiple times, and I completely understand that it's probably not as simple as some others think it might be, but most of the counters mostly point to William after him being the yellow man, and I mean, that's fine, especially if you're trying to like solve the fact that later that night is after he killed Charlotte. I understand. I completely understand. And so Scott Cawthon created FNAF 1 and 2 FNAF 6. He created those 6 games, and they had mysterious elements to it. It's supposed to be mysterious, and that's completely fine. I completely understand the direction he was going for. And sometimes I still thought about this, and I feel like the Steel Wool era of the FNAF story, the FNAF timeline, should have been its own separate thing instead of connecting the 6 other games, the 6 previous games that were created by Scott, but then Steel Wool took over, creating Help Wanted, and you know the rest. Bye. Bye.